Okay, so we are returning to New Carcinia, where we actually didn't end up talking to these people because I just wanted to be finished. What do you want? I'm sorry, but I'm a very busy business crab. Very busy with business. Oh, sorry. It looked to me like you were just standing around. What have you just told me? Is that you know nothing about doing business? I guess not. Not entirely wrong. Souvenirs, tchotchkes, miscellaneous baubles of various sizes and qualities. Get them at their cheapest right before trash day restock. Another profitable trash day is just ahead for yours truly. Hotels booked to the gills with eager tourists, and I don't even have to lift a pincher. Okay. Oh, trash day is literal. Trash comes from the heavens. I do love my morning constitution around the New Carcinia Square. So says I, Bartleby Shoals. Trash futures have never been brighter. I'm positively drowning in this stuff. It's such a rapidly growing market. I simply can't understand how any crab could miss out on these opportunities. Okay, so as I nearly fall in. It seems... those feel like traps. So this is the entrance to the city, such as it is. Oh, this is actually intended for the opposite of what I am trying to do. It is a return route. Oh, that would be why. Game really does not want me to hit that bell. Unfortunate. There's no better city in the world than New Carcinia. I've never even been anywhere else. That's how great it is. I bet it is. I bet it is. Unfortunately, this can't restore the free charge. Welcome to Shellfish Desires, the flagship brick-and-mortar store of Shellfish Corporation. How goes it, my visibly financially troubled friend? Is it that obvious? It is! I suppose you've come to the upper crust for a bit of window shopping? No shame in it. Plenty of folks pause on the way through town, take a look at our luxury shelves. You've got 5 minutes before your pause becomes a loiter, so enjoy them while they last, friend. Have you seen my shell? Did a big shark come into town and try to sell you a shell recently? Oh, he sure did. I told him to get stuffed. We don't do trade-ins here, and even if we did, I'd never take the kind of beat-up chunk he sold me. Not a clue where he went after that. Does nobody in the city pay any attention? No. At Shellfish Desires, you can pay microplastics to insure any shell you've won before. At a moon snail shell, you can pick up any insured shell to start with every time you respawn. Useful. That actually is super useful. Although, as I have kind of discovered, while the ability for Party Hat is fantastic, the actual utility of it kind of sucks ass. right now I kind of lean towards the best one we have gotten is Teacup, but a lot of that is an S weight hat or shell is just inherently pretty useful. The tin can's pretty good, but the lightning is difficult to use. Honestly, none of them... They're all somewhat common enough right now that none of them are that useful. And of course we don't have the money for it anyway. Shuttlecock, not terrible. A fair amount of health. Yeah, actually a lot of these that actually cost some are pretty strong. I'm curious as to... It bumps up umami, but then its thing does not have... is not an attack. I mean, I suppose this is as well, but... Sus. Interesting. Lovely. Awful. French maid crab. So yeah, I kind of feel like Bartholomew might be the star of the show here. At least for the way I play. It and Imposter kind of feel like they are by a fair amount better than effectively everything else. The fact that bombs away destroys your shell though is rough. So actually, well, I don't like the defensive shuttlecock. I don't know. I'm not overly enamored with any of the shells right now, and kind of as is. Oh, Jackson. Every day I find myself looking down, wishing you were up here with me, claw in claw. The tide we crossed paths, I was immediately smitten, but my family would never approve of me with a commoner. There's nothing common about you. Maybe one day I'll possess the courage to tell you. But until then, I shall yearn from afar. Oh boy, will I yearn. You, down there. Yeah? You are so small. Positively minuscule. A regular little zooplankton. I love it. Have your people contact my people. We simply must do lunch. My people? I'm telling you, dude, ancient civilizations were way more advanced than we thought. They built all sorts of stuff out of the natural environment. They had no need to wait for Trash Island to show up. What, like those medieval nut jobs in the shallows? Advanced my shell. No, 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 no. Way cooler than that. They made stuff that still hasn't been recreated today. And they did it. With magic. Alright, I think you need to lay off the seaweed. Look at that big, stupid museum. What's the point of a whole building to store old crap from the past? Call me when they start showing off objects from the future. You're kind of a giant idiot, aren't you? Excuse me, what's this building? What ho, little one, you stand before the New Carstania Museum of Carcinized History, I say. Oh neat, can I go in? Apologies, but the museum is currently closed to the public while we put the finishing touches on the new exhibition. Oh. Hey, I'm looking for a tall shark who stole my shell. Have you seen anyone like that? I can't say I have, but if I traveled here to fence stolen goods, I'd start in the lower crust down beneath us. Gotcha, thanks. Be careful down there, I say. Okay, so I'm gonna guess eventually all of those things get opened up. Police line, do not cross. Crime scene, do not cross? Yeah. Hey, can I go out this way?
No.
Oh, okay, I'll go somewhere else.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I'm just under a lot of pressure, okay? People are not happy that they can't get to the open ocean right now. They keep calling me names like phoned in progress blogger and saying my fence is lazy design. There's a good reason for it. Trash Island is on its way right here now. We kept all the avenues of transit open during trash day. Be a goddamn ship show in here. Why can't all these civvies understand that the rules are there for a reason?
I shouldn't have kept that one up. It didn't hurt or anything, but it was difficult to do quickly. And Lord knows that is all I care about when voicing the dialogue. Oh, give me just a sec. I just noticed that for whatever reason my Okay, I do actually appear to be live. I got worried for a second because my my stream was not working. Okay. I just needed to pause it. Well, actually, I needed to reload the page. It did take a couple seconds, so that was really not helping to alleviate my worries about it. It would not have been the first time I thought I was streaming and my internet failed. I used to have it all. I used to be somebody. Then one bad deal and pow, down here with this sorry lot. Do I look like a bottom feeder to you? Of course not. I'll make it back up there one day, no matter how many other crabs I gotta step on. You know, some of them are into that. Oh, I love your shell, little cutie. Thanks, it's new. It doesn't really feel like me, though. Well, you wear it well in the meantime, sweetie. I'm sure you'll find the right shell for you eventually. Let you in on a little secret. If you ever find a shell you're real fond of, you can pay Shellfish Desires to insure it for you. That way, if it ever gets lost or damaged, they'll replace it for you. No questions asked. Whoa, that's actually pretty useful. Thanks, man. Filth Chaser? Huh. I could have sworn that, you know, I'm not as tough as I look. You don't look that tough. Thanks for rubbing it in, guy. You're welcome, Rocco. The doctor said I can go back to work if I'm not coughing up blood. Living by the square lets me visit Topside almost 3 times a week. It's almost like I'm a real Topsider. Oi there, scrap. It's a fine piece of metal in your claws there. Lots of promise. Care to make it shine with me, scrap? Have you seen my shell? I almost don't want to ask, but did a big jerk shark come here trying to sell a shell for scrap? It probably seemed crazy to you. The shell was super gorgeous and cool. I came by, turned that shell to scrap as soon as I could. What? Are you serious? Sure as Seafoam I am. Wait, you said a shark? Scrap that, my mistake. No sharks came by, nay. What? What did you think I said? You almost gave me a heart attack. No need to shout, Scrap. Me, ours worked just fine. Make it shine? You mean my fork? This is just some piece of junk I found in my neighborhood. Aye, and what a piece of junk it is, Scrap. Bring this old smith some relics he can break down, and he'll show you what that junk of yours can truly do. Sounds useful. We don't have any stainless. Dang. Do we? No. We do? What? What? I guess we did. Say la vie. Ruthless waves ain't taking you yet then, Scrap. Not enough stainless relics. Darn. Upside, +5 attack. And it appears to still be, still keeping its +5 per whatever. Or +7 per whatever. Hey, little guy, I'm not that little. You think so. I'm pretty little and you're even littler than little old me. Step out of the city and meet some real big guys and you'll feel pretty little pretty quick. God, this maze is... I mean, it's not even a maze. This city is positively claustrophobic. Bread. Not a lot of hermits left in the reef these days. Not really sure why. Any mass migrations I should know about? Beats me. I'm not really involved with the community, sorry. Well, happy to meet you regardless. Keep safe, small fry. I mean, it doesn't change how much damage we do to crystals, but I don't think anything does. Hey, kid. Hey, mister. Be sure to take care of yourself. I've seen too many good crabs let themselves waste away down here. They'll let you know... They'll tell you no one gets polluted in the reef, but down here in Lower Crust, it happens. It happens. Thanks. I'll be careful. I hope you have a real nice day. Oh, hey, our fork is not rusty anymore. Nice. You gotta change your name, Lenny. No. Come on, change your name. I said no. Look, we can't be a percussionist trio named Binko, Benko, and Leonard. And why the shell not? We sound like a goddamn comedy trio. Well, maybe we should do that instead. I'm listening. Careful where you walk down here, little one. These streets will chew you up as good as any predator. Hear that the upper crusters technology is way ahead of what we got down here. Yeah, for sure. Here they got some magic trash that lets them send messages all the way to space and back. Here they've already cracked teleportation and can upload a crab's brain into a totally different body. We're shucked, man. How am I supposed to compete for jobs with the teleporting crab? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hey, Manta. Yeah, Coley. What are we doing? Like right now? Like right now? We're hanging out by the crystal. Hanging out by the crystal? Yeah. You want to do anything after this? I know another cool crystal on the other side of town. We could go hang out by that. You're the best. Hey, Manta. Yeah, Coley. This guy broke our cool crystal. No way. Just walked right up and broke it. What happened to live and let live, Coley? No idea. Life really isn't what it used to be. Wanna go find another cool crystal? I sure do. Can't let jerks like that ruin our chill. So true. Dang. Hey, small fry. Word of advice. Don't stick your claws into what's going on there. Hi, I'm in significant trouble. You want me to help with that? No, thank you. I'll never grow as a person if I don't learn to fight my own battles. Okay, hope it goes well. Thanks. It probably won't. You owe a lot of plastics, Porgy. A lot of plastics. You're good for it though, right? No. Okay. Why aren't you wearing a shell? You look cold. Just waiting for the right one, I suppose, kid. Jesus. God, that fish sucks at driving. Honestly, I like it down here where it's dark, cozy, like it being under a rock. I just wish the house didn't get so soggy. I used to work out in the Vale, sorting garbage for Shellfish Corp. But things outside the reef have been getting scarier lately. Crabs losing their mind, new predators coming in. No thanks, no jobs worth that. I'll take my chances in the city. At least the only predators I gotta worry about here are the loan sharks. Yeesh, my commute to Flotsam Vales. Oh god. Getting worse all the time. You gotta take a fish car. I heard it's pretty affordable. Sure, it used to be. They only kept prices low until they could run Crab Taxi out of business. And Crab Taxi was just a scheme by wealthy investors to take funding away from the scale rail. And the scale rail was only going to serve privileged neighborhoods in the first place. So screw it. I'll swim there myself if I have to. Damn. I was hoping. Just taking it one day at a time. Maybe one day I can afford to take it a whole week at a time. Not getting my hopes up, though. Relatable. Everyone just calls me Krusty. Hey, Krusty, over here, Krusty. Yo, Krusty, how's it going? I'm so tired of it. I'm sorry you have to deal with all that name calling. That's the worst part. It's my real name. No more discussion. I'm heading to Flotsam Vale and that's it. Dad, you gotta quit that job. Didn't you read the studies? This is gonna say subtitles. Working around all that gunk totally damages your brain. It's scientifically proven. Load of crab, if you ask me. If my brain was getting damaged, it'd happen by now. I've already been working for Shellfish Corp for how many tides was it again? Rip. Hey, buddy, you gotta get a load of my friend over here. Crab will tell you how things really are. He'll say the stuff we're all thinking in private. The kind of stuff that Hopsiders don't want you to hear. You hear? This place sucks. Oh man, video games are art. Thank you, Baltimore. Thank you. Used to be I had a job up topside. Quick thing, helping some well-to-do family with some trash moving. There was a fine fellow who seemed to take a shine to me. Sometimes I wonder what he's up to. Sorry, pal. No entry here right now. Still cleaning up this path after last trash day. I'll have it done soon, promise. Can you really clean this all up by yourself? They'll fire me if I don't, so yes. That's netted. You know, it strikes me, I still haven't found a place to sell any of these. So that's the museum, and that's the shell fuckers. That's a leave a penny, take a penny. Those are the poor dumb bastards who formerly had a crystal. I guess we can't enter that. Alright, we all know our roles. Lex? Present. You'll go to work tonight, tending bar at the Trash Day Gala. You'll be our ticket in. Can do. Get those upper crusters good and distracted while we slip in the workers' entrance. There, we'll split into 2 teams. Team A will be Lex, still present, and Hurst. Hello, darlings. Team 2 will consist of myself and Goggles. Hey. Team A is gonna move through the fancy soiree until they find its host, the ludicrously trashy and trash-rich Jeffrey Crab III. Sweet talk him into revealing the passcode to his family's safe. I doubt he'll put up much of a fight. Once he lets it slip, it'll be on Team 2 to slip out the safe undetected and ride the scrap chute down to the bottom with our ill-begotten riches. Team A will exit the party at its proper conclusion and reconvene in the morning, and Cod's your uncle will have woken up as some wealthy shucking crabs. Sounds like a perfect plan with just 2 problems. 1, I heard it, and 2, I'm not getting a cut. Be wary of topsiders, small fry. They'll make you feel special while you're useful, but don't be fooled. I moved here from across the sands between, 'cause some rich bastard said I had it in me to be a shell model. Me, can you imagine? Needless to say, he kicked me to the curb before he knew it. So, yeah, don't trust topsiders. They'll play you like a goddamn fiddler. What ho, gentle crab? Hi, how's it going? Truly terrible, but I can't let that keep me down. I have an endeavor that will see me in the big cans at last. Ho ho ho. Can't possibly fail again. Okay, so I know where I know where 2 things are. And like, don't get me wrong. Oh. Hey there, young'un. Welcome to Bottom Feeders. Finest little watering hole this side of the slurry. Hi, my name's Krill. I'm new to town, I guess. Thought I recognized a fresh face. Pleased as plastic to meet you, Krill. Name's Nema. You got the money. Why not stop in for a bite? My kiddos and I would love to have you. We also offer stowaway hiring service if you're interested in such a thing. What's a stowaway? You mentioned something about stowaways. What are those? Oh, I'm sure you've seen them around. That's our nickname for any sort of little fella that sticks itself to your shell, little fella. Oh, like a barnacle? Exactly, and for the right price, there's all sorts of them that might tag along. People pay for that? They sure do, huh? Lots are visitors here, just travelers stopping by who could use a little company on the road. You gotta consider it if you got a longer journey, huh? If you got a journey ahead of you. The open ocean get mighty lonely, huh? Well, I'll think about it. Thanks, ma'am. Call me Nema, hun. I'm not a crabby old lady just yet. Weird that that would decrease the attack. I wonder if the combine... Oh, that actually might be super useful. Actually, what are my... I know I need to talk to her about it. Oh, increased stowaway capacity in terms of... I'm dumb. So obviously we're only going to get the 3 spots. But with 1 more capacity, we could do... Okay. Hey, if it's not too much of a bother, I'm looking for a shark that took my shell. Any chance he stopped by here? Fairly sure I remember a fellow like that swimming into my establishment. Fairly sure I would remember. Sorry, kiddo. That's okay. No worries. So we could dismiss stowaways. And, I mean, I'm probably not going to use the Siphonophore. But I would rather just keep them all around. What? It's gotta be somewhere. I just gotta find where that shark went. The city is so big. I get hit by a car. How am I ever gonna find my shell? This place is so stupid and loud. Why can't everyone just leave me alone? Everywhere I turn, someone's trying to take something away from me, or sell me some kind of... Scuttle right up, fellow citizens. It's the grand opening of the prawn shop. Full of legitimate shallows-made wares. We got plastic, we got metals, we got packing foam. We got garbage you ain't even heard of. Yet. What the... That's my shell. Are you serious? This guy's still following me? Alright, play it cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, give that back. It was stolen from me by a jerk shark. Well, first off, that shark seemed super cool and chill to me. Second of all, he sold it to me fair and square. You want it back, you gotta buy it like everything else in the store. That's how the prawn shop works, baby. Well, how much and what can I actually pay with? Depends what you got, pal. I got a few microplastics, I guess, and some spring. Look, that shell's really important to me. Could I work for it or something? I'll do anything. Anything, huh? Yeah, I guess I could probably come up with some arduous and meaningless time sinks for you to partake in and earn your shell back. For starters, why don't you scrape the barnacles off my sweaty... Wait, did you hear that? Hear what? Belay this conversation, kid. Trash Island is here. That always catches me off guard. I gotta get ready before I miss out on some prime plastics. Hey, I'm not done talking to you. We are never going to get to sell our fucking trash.
Trash day! It's trash day! Everyone get your baskets! Don't miss out!
Fucking rip.
Back off! I saw it first! Get your own trash, lump-suckers!
Clawbeard's glorified crunch. It's totally worth it.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be!
Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Cassinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say. If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say.
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashiest shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first! Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city!
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north of here. May the best, Crab.
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me, I say.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah! I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha, yeah, you go, kid! Roland can't tell us what to do! That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first!
The corporations don't control us!
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know what you just dove into, kid. See
It's
you
fine. We just need to kill a lobster or two and some squids. They'll be delicious. Dang, that was crazy with a capital Z. You really stepped in it now, kid. That squid that hangs around Roland doesn't think twice about disappearing people. You told me to. Hey, I recall merely making a suggestion, pal, but the offer still stands. You can give me that treasure. The shell's all yours. Okay, well, where do I start? Weren't you listening to that old dude? It's off in the grove way north of here. Got a bit of a walk ahead of you. Great. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'm on this treasure hunt whether I like it or not. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you find any other junk, I'll take it off your hand for some microplastics. There's fair. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of junk that we got. Oh, the keys. I'm dumb. Damn. This feels kinda unethical. Ha ha ha. Jesus. I kind of wish I had the... I kind of wish that I had, you know, looked first and not been dumb. Well, let's grab the relic to start. We'll, the sprout is probably useful for carrying another Estus, but once we can get it, a Bloodstar limb will get us an additional health. Just drifted into town and you're already making waves, kiddo. Wasn't for you, we'd have all just rolled over and let Roland step all over us like usual. So we're all going after this treasure then? Seems like it. That old timer who runs a museum ain't pulling our claws. Whoever gets that treasure is gonna have some serious pull around town. Seriously, as long as someone who gets it who isn't Roland, most of us will be darn pleased. Who is that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Roland? Only the CEO of Shell Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides, what a few independent traders haul in with their own two claws, all trash that makes its way into New Carcinia goes through Roland. He's got some deep pockets. Shelf Corp owns most of the buildings in town by now. Treasure is pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down in the lower crust, you could say we ain't really fans of the way things are going. Taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face, I can think of a lot worse ways of spending a tide or two. But enough about Roland. Gotta make tracks towards that treasure. Museum curator told us to head toward the Grove, right? I've been in the Grove before. Meet me just out of town if you need a nudge in the right direction. Oh yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland. Your idol? You like that guy? Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know. Roland came into this town with nothing, save the clothes on his back and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. He built that empire into a somewhat bigger empire, all on his own. Why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool then? You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market, and that makes us rivals. Free market demands I do my best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition. Well, that was quite the clamor, I say. It's not every day you see someone go claw-to-claw with Roland. I didn't know I was going to cause such a commotion. Oh, well, if you ask this old man, it's about time someone stood up to that bully. He's been attempting to pave over my museum for God knows how long. But I digress. We've got to get a move on if we want to beat Roland to the punch. As I said, the first stop on our journey is the Grove. Get out of the city and keep traveling north and you'll reach it eventually. Just take care not to get devoured, I say. Yeah, it sounds good. Leaving the city in today's climate? How frightful. But if we all work together, I'm sure we can find that treasure and come back in one piece. We could build a new church with that kind of money. Our faithful will worship in the parking lot no more. Heavens, what excitement. I'll be tagging along on your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it for all my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers. People who follow me around just desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, a real-life treasure hunt. This is the sort of thing you'll read about in books as a little crablet. You think we'll fight a shark or a bobbit worm? one of those horrendous monstrosities that live only in the deepest depths of the drain? I really hope not. Okay, so... let's pop in here real quick. I have no idea where the map is trying to point us. Or, compass is trying to point us. Fun ocean fact. There are microplastics in your blood, and you can't do anything about it. Hey, crystal. How many crystals does that put us at? Enough to get whatever we want, but I'm not real sure what I want. Ergo, I guess I'm holding off for now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your seahorses, kid. Look, we're technically rivals in this treasure hunting majig. That doesn't mean I want to see you get devoured before my eyes. What'd I do wrong? Look, there's rules to exploring the sands between. Namely, steps you gotta take from preventing
Him.
from slurping you right out of your shell and eating you whole. See these arches? Folks coming from here have done a pretty good job scenting routes to the nearby areas. Scenting? Yep, laying down scents that he ain't a fan of. No matter how tasty you are, he won't pass near the path. Wait, who are we talking about? Who is this guy? Look, just stick to the arches, okay, kiddo? And if you get chased, make your way back to one as quick as you can. Can do. Well, it's like, despite the having something that can actually take a hit is probably more useful. Jesus. That thing looks terrifying. Oh, these ones do not stagger so easily. I see. So you're serious about this treasure hunt after all? Of course I am. This is my only way to get my shell back. Please don't take offense, but I have suspected you'd lose your nerve, I say. Sands between are no place for an innocent crab. Whatever, I'm super brave. Let's just get this over with so I can go home. Point me in the right direction. Oh, you might have what it takes after all, child. Such a willingness to run off and get killed in the name of discovery. Brings a tear to my eye, I say. Since you're new here, I'll give you an overview. To our north is the Enchanted Grove, once a reclusive village of spiritualists. East of here is Flotsam Vale, the company town of Shellfish Court. And west, I wouldn't go west without a good reason. Not that it matters, the captain's map has pointed us north towards the Enchanted Grove. Meet me there and we can discuss our next steps. Always good to have that actually work. Oh, I was kind of expecting the Drunken Claw to actually do anything or have range or... It's a little bit annoying that we haven't, and there's not... Oh. Man, you know what rules? Not being able to do dick about a follow-up attack. Almost like there's a reason why, generally speaking, the Souls games don't do that shit. Hey, cool. Neither... Apparently that, that solo cup has a long-ass fucking wind-up for its dodge roll. Love that for me. Especially since 2 of the fucking times I got hit, the animation had started. I'm feeling like the answer is, you know, just running for it. Ooh, the metal can is actually considerably... Oh, we don't... Wait, why are you... Oh, because this isn't actually... going towards... a little fucking thing, is it? Perfectly safe. Nothing went wrong. Although I can't remember how to roll. Cool. Well, you wanna give me a reminder there, game, or is this a get fucked moment? It was a get fucked moment, but I sort of remembered how to do it, or rather I lucked into remembering how to do it. You again, vagabond. I am pleased you survived. Whoa, I barely recognize you. You're the guard from Slacktide, right? Nice hat. Indeed. Chitan is my name. However, I have shed my title. I was foolish to pledge my sword to a lord so easily swayed by greed. You understand, don't you? The consequences of the fall of Slacktide. No one to guard the bridge? Far more serious, vagabond. What annihilated Slacktide was an infection. At first, I thought it was a pollution of the body. Now I suspect it stems from the mind. Regardless, I believe it was the Duchess's greed that invited it into her lands. And until those like her are annihilated, the infection will spread, and spread, and spread. For this purpose, I have arrived at this grove. Neat. She does a lot of murder. Okay, so it would take a fair amount to level up. And annoyingly, enemies around here are not worth all that much. All that many microplastics. Certain scary predators will inflict frighten, forcing you to hide in your shell for a time. It's full of arrows. Hey, look who it is. Honestly thought you might have died in the sands between, you know. I did, multiple times. No way, I'm pretty strong. I like your confidence, pal, and at the very least you've made it this far. Stuff's gonna be rough from here, you know. The Grove used to be a real chill village full of lovable country bumpkins. Real salt of the sea types. But anyone who gets the paper knows what happened here by now. Just 10 or 20 tides ago, a bunch of them went totally nuts. Foaming at the mouth, saying all kinds of wild stuff. And wouldn't you know it, those crazy crabs, up and killed all the rest of them. That's horrible. I don't lose too much sleep over it. Happens all the time these days. That seems really bad. Yeah, it's not great. But what can you do, you know? That's life in the sticks. I just got my just count myself lucky for my cozy apartment in New Carcinia where nothing like that ever happens. You realize New Carcinia is going to be totally fucked when we get back to it. Thanks, Firth. Thanks for that. It was going to be perfectly safe, but we are never going to get our shell back. And it's all Firth's fault. Mason jar. It also has almost... no defensive, or almost no shell health. Huh. Oh yeah, I never did actually check out what the Drunken Claw was. Ah. Ah. More balance damage. Oh, but we actually have a lot of attack. Is it worth the 10 defense? Probably not. Oh, neat. Oh, Gunk also gradually removes your HP. So, in that case... Did we get a single fucking attack off? I don't think we did. Man, there are a shit ton of enemies here. Oh, I was kind of expecting that to not be a jump attack. Oh, nice. And once we get our... Jesus. Okay. Excellent. So that went about as well as I had intended this one over here to go. And that actually went reasonably well, so... That was a surprise. A pleasant one. Okay, so there's some more... actually decent rewards over here. So there's gonna be something up here to fight. No, surprisingly. When I go down to grab this, though... Huh. The shot glass is super good, in that its ability is fantastic. Well... I tried to hit X and I was more than a little bit too late on that. Would one of the other ones be more useful? I'm not so certain. I think the massive amount of... damn it. I just missed it. And by just, I mean actually by a fairly decent margin. I fucked that one up. But honestly, I think I had not picked one of these up before. Not great, not terrible. Once I can equip another... Once I have more stowaway capacity, I think we are definitely moving to 2 of the barnacles, though. I am going to stand up and take a break for a sec. So... While losing some weight has been definitely good for me overall, the downside... Oh, actually I can sell one of the limpets. That's good. The downside has been that... Oh boy, I cannot stay seated for all that long. Or at least not in a somewhat uncomfortable position the way I used to be able to. Oh, that... Man, that sucks ass. Hey, cool, just kill me. Man, that, I thought I'd be safe because, you know, the attack had visibly ended. God, that sucks. Cool. Trying to get to a fucking shell that doesn't suck. I was trying to do, since I'd forgotten to bring them up before, trying to bring up my statistics on OBS. Because my player keeps crashing or stopping. And okay. Sometimes that's indicative of I am dropping frames or skipping frames in encoding or rendering. But it's the numbers say no. Okay, or the game could consistently fuck me over on that. Man, it's something where you really have to do a bunch of things you've not needed to do at any prior point for this. Well, on the upside, when we get eaten, it does not what's the word? It does not I can't think of the fucking term. It did not heal him, which is what I was super worried about. I am a little bit annoyed that there does not seem to be a real reward for that. Like, we can go this way, I guess. Wah! Ah! Leave me alone! Don't talk to me! If they see you talk to me, they're gonna know I'm not a bush! Bushes don't talk, it's gonna blow my cover! Okay, okay. I'm sorry. What are you? Yakult. Okay, but what's probiotic do? Oh. Regen. Oh. I suspect these things would be a bit easier if I was actually holding the run button. Since it does seem like overwhelmingly that's what a lot of these challenges, quote-unquote challenges, were designed with. Sheesh, this place is a mess, huh? You're doing great though, pal. Not much further to go. How do you know? Just feels that way. Like victory's right around the corner, you know. Won't be long before him. That is to say, we're one step closer to that legendary treasure. Yeah. But first, somebody is gonna go and spend souls and all sorts of stuff. I do wish that there was like a, you know, it would keep the thing that you're reporting from as a, like a recent. His spirit full to bursting, the hermit crab is ready for more power. Wavebreaker sounds pretty good, but tough to tell, really. I don't parry frequently enough to really feel like that's a good deal. What determines whether a creature flees a larger predator or stays to fight? Perhaps it's a calculated decision based on whether they feel they can win. But sometimes we see prey creatures taking fights they have no logical hope of surviving, driven not by logic but pure primal instinct. To flee is not in these creatures' natures. Much has been lost to the waves over time, some to the greed of sentient creatures, some due to nature's processes in the unhalting march of time. Can what has been lost ever be recovered? If the clock could be reversed, would that even be what's best for the world? The hermit crab supposes it can't hurt to try. So basically this is primarily just a... so we have a secondary health gauge. That's nice. Somewhere around here is the Shelliporter. A level might not be terrible, but I think there are more useful things for us. So I really have, I think both of what I want are down below. Whoa, 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 steady on. Not one step further, mate. You're gonna want to keep your distance. How come? How come? Your eyes full of sentiment, mate? Can't you see what I am? I'm the type of guy who hurts everything I touch, mate. Oh, that can't possibly be true. I bet you just haven't found the right person to show your affection to yet. I could give you a hug. Maybe that'd help you open up. Bloody shell, mate. You're an odd one. Take my advice and leave me be, savvy? What'd I bloody tell you, mate? Everyone's got the same story. Ah, old Eric can't be that pointy. They got such a sense of humor, and then what happens? You get poked, just like the rest of them. Can't say I didn't warn you, mate. I won't give up. What? I won't give up. I'm gonna hug you no matter what it takes. Look, mate, I really appreciate the effort, but I wasn't being metaphorical. You see the spikes, right? The physical spikes, mate. The spikes what'll spike ya. I've been through worse. It's your funeral, mate. Ah, great joking around, mate. Seriously, stop it. This is a mite embarrassing. I'll never stop. I can't just leave you like this. Look, I'm doing fine, mate. Trust me. I just mean melodramatic. I'm sorry I said anything. Just be on your merry way and forget this ever happened, alright? Nope. We're gonna give him a hug sometime. Once we figure out how. Living on the bottom's bad enough, but listening to that bang 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 into that crusty old blacksmith is gonna drive me shucking insane. You know... Away again, Scrap. Return to hone your blade? Well, I would, but I don't have the stainless relics for it. I don't think I can actually get up there. I used to live near the Grove, you know. Glad I got out of that hick town before things went belly up around there. Ah, that that did exactly what I thought it would. Okay. Well, actually, we can sell. And we're at a fair amount. I don't remember where... Was the bar an upper or lower? Looks like it was in lower and I just missed it. Okay. In fact, from the looks of it, it looks like it's right next to the blacksmith shop. Which makes me, you know, super blind. Just because it's right there. Just because I'm absolutely super blind. Whoa, 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 we're running the shop while Mom's on the go. I can help you hire more stowaways. If you want to carry more at once, you should talk to my little sister. Since we have 4 of these... Hey, we're watching the bar while Mom's away. I can help increase the number of little guys in your shell. If you want to buy more little guys, talk to my little sister. Why there, traveler. Pull up a cork and stay a while. It's tempting to increase attack speed. Excuse me. Hmm. I suspect the chum will be good once we can use it. I do wonder what the cap on defense is, if there is one. And actually, you know, with how much we have, that is just about the perfect amount to buy another, well, another one of whatever from the pawn shop. I apparently just went in a circle. Very good job. None better. We definitely at some point seem to have dramatically increased the amount we can swim. That might just be here? No, I think it's arbitrary. Oh, for whatever reason, I was thinking these were 2,500. The first one might have been, and then it's, you know, subsequent hits, etc. I have no idea what that's going to do. What do you do? Use this to reset your levels or abilities. Okay. Well, knowing that we have a way of resetting the points that we have spent on levels, kind of, you know, yeah, it's not like an infinite source, but it's still good. I guess the real question here is which direction do we go? I wish I knew what was going on with those shiny rooms or shiny blocks, but Okay. I thought I could dodge it. That's not a... Not really a, the game did anything. That was a... I just mistimed it. Wafer cone? Man, that guy had a lot of HP, though. With 2 barnacles, this has so... Wait. Yeah. Yeah, it is bumped up. With 2 barnacles, this just has so much defense. Oh. Huh. Okay, so this is a way to get into here. But what's the advantage of being in here? Okay, we can get over here where there's a clam. Okay, this is another way down to here, which of course suggests to me that over there is actually a... Oh... Ah... Wait. Huh. I thought this place was some kind of vacation spot. So many of them. So many crabs got killed already. Some of them were folks I greeted to town with my own claws. What are we even doing here? Bush, bush, bush. I'm a bush. Okay, I guess the one I thought I saw was actually that. Which still begs the question, where the fuck are we supposed to go from here? Is there actually something over there? It didn't look like it last time I looked, but I didn't actually go there, so... All of these are tempting. Like, it's one of those deals that they did actually do a good job of making it so that all of the options are fairly tempting. All of them have value, and of course the... placing the... You know, this place used to do a lot of trade with New Carcinia. It was not a good day for the economy when it got gunked. Gunked? What's that? Oh, you know, like when their minds got all messed up and they started killing with the neighbors. Don't really know who coined that term. Some kind of scientist type in the upper crust. Generally just means stuff getting all messed up, you know. Don't worry too much about it. The important thing is do your research before investigating foreign imports. That's, that's a fucked up takeaway for that. That was neat. None of my moves were doing anything. Like, I get that the game seems to really have a hate boner for when you're trying to dodge out of stuff. But... there's a lot of good over there. Hmm. Size of a crab knows no upper or lower bounds. Revives you once upon death at the cost of this stowaway. What size stowaway? A single. But honestly, that doesn't seem super useful. I had forgotten about that ability, which is actually super useful. Especially when you want to just get a little attack in and get the fuck out, which is like most of the damn time. Oh, that wasn't. Especially against enemies that are not, you know, super poise heavy. Fucking hate this game sometimes. I hate that walls are, you know, just suggestions. Like, yeah, cool. We mostly were using it to our benefit there, but I had no, you know, you can't see anything when you're doing that shit. don't we, already have enemy health bars once we hit them? I am extremely trying to figure out where the hell we are going. Okay. Hmm. Well, I sort of have an idea as to where we need to go, but, that was a interesting hitbox, to say the least. Things being able to be interrupted but still cost is, I think, one of the things that definitely annoys me the most. Especially since the enemy stuff appears to have no cost. Okay, so that one, unlike a lot of the attacks, that one gets snapshotted right when he swings. It's useful to try to figure this stuff out because you know, as anybody who has ever played like an MMO or anything will tell you, knowing when attacks get snapshotted is one of the most useful things you can know. God damn it. If I had just run a little bit past. I can now take this guy on without, you know, having a long traversal. Also, is there anything particularly good up here? No. Oh, interesting. Didn't realize there was a close one. I mean, that was going to kill me regardless, but... I always find it kind of amusing that I sometimes struggle with these especially ones that can vary. Vary their swing speed like that. I think that's the thing that really gets me with a lot of these guys is these things have more variance than any of the bosses we fought. Like, this is theoretically a regular enemy with more HP. But, or maybe it's just designed to that's probably it, thinking about it. It's probably just designed to punish. Yeah, that does not care about iframes. Good to know. Good to know, because I was actually actively rolling. It just picked me up. Which is weird, because it's supposed to not care about, you know, blocking. But either its iframe requirement is weird, which wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it's... Stuff was weirdly inconsistent. And I just struggled with when it would vary up the timings on... Because it... And I know it probably is just, it has... What? 2 variants of the blue, 2 variants of the red, and 2 variants of what it can post each of those reds. As well as 2 base attacks and the push. So it's probably only 8 attacks, but... Oh, you've made it, I say. I should say the same to you. Are your knees doing okay? Excuse me, I should bash your shell in, you little... I mean, no, indeed, I should say my knees are doing better than ever. I've always wished to visit the Grove. There's important history buried here, I say. True, I wish to visit in better times, but better late than never. That's a positive way of looking at it. Do let me know if you care for a history lesson, lad. Sure, why not? Tell me about history. I could use a break. I'm sure you've heard by now of the recent tragedy in this village. Yeah, but it may surprise you to learn that this place dates back to the Old Ocean. The Old Ocean? The Old Ocean, indeed! Long before anyone we knew was hatched. When all was kingdoms and fiefdoms and other various doms. But no subs. When the trash had just begun to fall. Back then, this was a village of sorcerers. Sorcerers? Like doing real magic? Who's to say? But it bothered their king enough that he ordered them slain, I say. Wow. That's horrible. It's history, my friend. With enough time, anything horrible simply becomes interesting, I guess. Anyways, it was always rumored that a few practitioners of the old rituals survived. If I could find even a piece of text from the Old Ocean, it would make my tide, I say. But I shouldn't get my hopes up. Besides, we're here to find a map piece. Onward and upward, I say. We have that old whirl, whatever. Aha. Yeah, I think the cans probably still our best option, both offensively and defensively. I suspect we'll figure out, that's not the... We'll learn how to open those weird things here. Oh hey, new can. That was decidedly not worth it. Man. I don't know where the fuck that other one came from. But he certainly fucked me up. I am absolutely going to use the various walls not working properly at times to my advantage. Ah, that is where you came from. Actually worth it. Okay, but where the fuck are we supposed to go there? Game? Man, I wish those had minimum distances so that they didn't feel arbitrary and bullshit. Cone is pretty good, and it has good defense. That, the defensive ability it has is stronger than I think I normally like to give it credit. Okay, that's good. Ah. That is super annoying. But okay, now that I know. Alright, I feel like I'm making progress. Well, I'm glad someone's chipper here. What's wrong? Did something bad happen? Kiddo, look at who we're fighting. These are people. Folks beyond saving, sure, but that don't make it simple. Sorry, I guess I kinda stopped thinking about it after a while. I guess you did. Can't really fault you for it. Sometimes even I forget for a moment. But mark my words, kiddo. Forgetting what it means to hurt someone is the worst thing that can happen out here in the open ocean. Worse than being a beastie's lunch, I reckon. Could be just about all that separates us from these poor souls is that they forgot for good. You know, that is a good point. I could have slid down, but the game has not exactly done things to leave me inclined to trusting it. You know, weirdly, a sacrificial altar, intended to be devoured whole along with a living crab by a great beast of the sands beneath. Munch. Oh, do we... Oh, oops. Do we need to be in this? Oh, that's actually... That actually has multiple uses. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be a boss fight. But I'm super curious as to how... Ah, that's what it wanted. Okay. Yeah, that is super close. Actually, you know, I think that's going to be it for now. My back is hurting a little bit from sitting at a weird angle, leaning a little bit too far forward. Because, I make bad decisions about how to sit. And currently my legs are, you know, my feet are under my chair and I am leaning forward because that's the dumbest way I could think of to sit. But, like I said, that will be it for me. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you next